grabbed my hand, girls rescue, met the bar, witness said, tears fled the head, I'm waiting, I guess she tweet, I guess she confessed, she thinking less, not drinking less, bathroom says, best it gets, spontaneous, I stereotype, put to rest tonight. Imagine, believe, and achieve, it works. Skyline as I rise like fireworks. Smell through the bag, don't touch my perk.
Yo, hello everybody, and welcome to this edition of After the Storm. I know it has been a minute since we've been on, but late night games, I usually don't have us on simply because it's late. And, you know, the games, by the time we get on air, it's like after 12 o'clock by the time we get on. So it's like, yeah, I'm not doing those games this late because the one time that we did do one, it was like 11 people watching. I'm like, man, hell, nobody's watching, so we might as well just go ahead and do a show the next day. So sorry, I'm doing my when I do this excuse me. When I do this show, the music cuts off pretty fast on the unpopular hour. We have a little bit longer of an intro song so I can get a chance to tag the certain people that I need to tag on Facebook and that sort of thing. So anyway, I want to say congratulations to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Took care of business tonight against the Denver Nuggets, 118-117. The Thunder improved to, what did we improve to? 16-8. They fell to 17-10, I believe is what it comes out to. But anyway, great job by the Thunder tonight. I thought they played really well. Once again, the coach just puts his lineups, he just puts us in jeopardy. But that won't be discussed because everybody, all they'll talk about is the fact that the Thunder won, and this is the second time SGA has beaten him on the last second shot. And can I say something about Chet tonight? He was magnificent on offensively and defense, especially defensively. Triple-double, almost a quadruple-double. The last time that had been done is by David Robinson, and I think he did it 4 or 5, 6, 7 times or something. It was something ridiculous where he had a quadruple-double, which is points, rebounds, blocks. And which is triple-double, I'm sorry, points, rebounds, and blocks. And that's been forever since something like that has happened. And anyway, Chet, fantastic night tonight. Man, I mean, what a night. Anyway, so let's get to what the Thunder did. Hey, joined by our guy Nathan Taylor of YMB. What's up, bro?
Hey, Matt. What's going on, bud?
Nothing. Just Chet was magnificent tonight, bro.
Dude, could you tell I was a little amped at the end of the game?
Yeah, just a little. Just a little. But I thought he made some nice moves at the end of the game, putting Jay Will in there. Getting Isaiah Joe out. I just think he plays Isaiah Joe. And Isaiah Joe's not making shots. He's such a liability on the defensive end for every now and then. And but anyway, he just, playing Jang. I heard something on the broadcast about Jang's playing good. No, he played great in G League, 100%. He's a G League player. And he played good against the Jazz. They're terrible. But you bring him out against the Kings, he's just non-existent. You bring him out tonight, he's not. I mean, if you're going to play the guy, play the guy. Don't put him in for 6 minutes, 8 minutes, whatever it is, and pull him out. He's not. Then he shouldn't be on the court. If you're playing somebody 6 minutes, they shouldn't be on the court, especially in the first quarter. And then he doesn't see the floor anymore. Doesn't see the floor. So you play him to get him in there just to say he played. Look, we got him in here. Blah blah blah. If you play in the first quarter and you don't play again, that says what? You can't play.
You can't play. Yep.
And Mike, once again,
hold on. Let's say at least right now.
Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. He's not ready at this point. I said that.
No, he's not.
I said in 50-50 games, he's not ready. He shouldn't play against the Jazz, the Pistons, Portland, people like that. Yes, he should play. I have no problem being there playing. But in good game against the Jazz, against the Nuggets, against the Sixers, against the Celtics and teams like that, he should not see the floor.
Hey, I'm going to go ahead and pat myself on the back, Matt. I'm just going to go ahead and say, and you've agreed with it too, so it's not just you, or not just me, but what happens when Jay Will and Chet are on the floor together? Does he have some blocks?
No, we're in complete agreement.
That's what, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, thank you, Dagnall, for doing your job for you.
I don't understand him, and I'm not gonna. I don't
We may get the same
understand. I don't
thing
understand when you
before
don't.
even
I don't understand when you don't
before
understand. Well, listen, I just don't understand when you don't understand the flow of the game. I don't. I don't. We're not. It's like me with somebody who was a serial killer or something like that. I don't understand how you think. Okay, I don't understand how you think. Now, people who don't understand the game, they don't get the little nuances and the things that he does. They don't see it. They don't understand. When you get a run, like for example, we've talked about this many times. When they put their best players in, you should put your best player in. When 8 minutes ago they're making a run, 8 minutes ago they're making a run in the fourth quarter, or we're making a run. We put SJ in. He immediately puts Jokic and Murray in immediately. Now, when they do that to us, he keeps SG on the bench for another 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah. Hey,
People,
I think you can start saying that SGA and SGA and Chet need to be on the floor, the most.
yes,
I think you can start saying that.
yeah. I mean, I'm sorry. SGA was terrible tonight, and they have been his kryptonite
Oh my God.
until the
I
fourth
know.
quarter. At the end of the game, I think we're on a text chain, and Nathan was like, SGA needs to take over, and that was what 3 minutes to go or something. He knocks down a jumper shot. He knocks down a jump shot, gets a steal, knocks down another jumper or layup or whatever, gets an and one, and then makes a great play, pass up the court to J Dub. J Dub scores. I'm just like
I'll be honest with you, Matt. When J Dub took that drive and
oh,
shot,
made me nervous.
I was sweating bullets, man. I was like, no.
Agreed, agreed. But he made it, and
Hey, did
in
you notice?
traffic.
And this is just me, and maybe I'm reading too much into this, but did you see on that fast break? And I think it was the second quarter. Fast break. SGA coming down the center. Josh is on the left. Kaysen on the right. SGA looks to the left and then looks to the right and passes it to Kaysen instead of
Yes,
Josh.
yes. Well, but no. Okay, what he did was the guy even assumed he was going to throw it to Josh.
Okay.
And when he gave Josh a look and kind of ever so slightly moved his body language to the left to like he's going to do that, the defenders shifted. And what he did, he gave it to Kaysen, and Kaysen goes off the wrong foot to protect the ball and scores. That's what happened.
Yeah, but don't you think he could have easily gone the other way and looked at Kaysen and then thrown it to Josh?
Well, I think either one of them would have finished.
You think so? Or
Yeah.
you think SGA thought that
Oh
he
no.
had
He would either one of that. He had in the 2 or 3-on-1 like that. Josh would finish easily. So would Kaysen.
Okay.
And the defender was thinking like you, like that's what I'm saying. The defender was thinking like you. I got Josh, I got Kaysen. He's going to pass it to Josh. So that's why SGA made the subtle little shift and look. And then when the defender shifted, he immediately gave up the ball.
But does Giddey playing 15 minutes, does that say anything, or is that just him playing 15 minutes?
It's matchups. We all know Giddey doesn't play defense. That's not his thing. So I don't read into it. I think some games he's going to play more, and some games he's not. It just depends on who he's playing against and who he's guarding. He can't guard Reggie Jackson. I mean, think about this. He can't guard Reggie Jackson. He can't guard Jamal Murray. He can't draw Michael Porter, and he can't guard Gordon or Jokic. So any of their starters, he can't guard.
Porter was kicking a rear.
Well, but he does what he does. He goes to the corner and he knocks down shots or the 3-point line. He shoots 1%.
Yeah, we need a guy like that.
I mean, it's what he does. That's what he does. He shoots wide open threes.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed that Jay Will didn't take a few more shots. He didn't take any shots in the second half, did he?
I don't think he had an opportunity.
Okay.
What I love about Jay Will is when he gets the shot and he takes it without thinking. He doesn't try to pass. When those the first 2 threes, he normally he'll catch the ball right there and pass it.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't think. He grabbed it, turned, and shot. He didn't think about it one iota. He just shot the ball.
Yeah,
so
if you notice on his shots that he thinks about, they're a lot flatter.
Well, he shoots a line drive.
He does, but you can tell sometimes.
No, Nathan, he shoots a line drive. It's either in or it's not. There's no science. There's no trying to figure it out. It's a line drive shot. It's either in or out.
So you're saying don't read too much into it because there's nothing behind it.
There's nothing. He either's going to
Don't-
make it or he's not.
Be my normal self. Don't
He
be my normal
doesn't.
self.
He doesn't. You notice his shots don't hit the rim like an SGA or J Dub or Josh or Chet, where the ball will hit the rim and maybe have a chance to go in. His shot, either if it doesn't hit the rim and go in, it's not going in because it's a line drive.
I'll defer to you.
So that no, he just doesn't. I mean, there's no chance. I mean, it's either in or it's not. There's no, let me give you 2 or 3 bounces on a touch. He does not have a shooter's touch because there's no arc on the ball.
Sure.
Like, remember I was talking about the other night, there's misses and there's misses.
Yeah.
He's going to miss. There's no...
There's misses, and then there's Dort shots.
Well, what I'm saying is there's misses and misses. There's misses where the ball goes in and out and you miss, and then there's misses where it's just, boom, it's clang. So he shoots the clang. It's either in or it's out. He misses. Dort, he's a misser. He misses.
Oh,
yes.
God.
But anyway, the Thunder tonight took care of business. 118-117, improving to 16-8. The Nuggets are now 17-10. What have they lost? It's only their second loss at home.
Yeah, they were 10-1, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. And but once again, the last time we played them there, we beat them there last year on SGA. Last second shot last year. I don't know if you remember that, but we beat them last year.
Yeah,
So
showed it on the broadcast.
yeah, the Nuggets 12 for 32 from 3. The Thunder was 7 for 21, 44% from them, 51 for us, 47 rebounds to 40. And once again, offensive rebound killed us at the end of the game. Mm-hmm. Once again,
17-9, something like that.
Yeah, once again, offensive rebounds killed us at the end. The Thunder outscored them by 12 points in the paint, which would made the difference right there because they outscored us by 5, which is 15, and we outscored them by 12, but we shot more free throws, which was the difference. 10 turnovers for us, 9 for them. They both of us take care of the basketball. I think we're ranked first and second in assist to turnover ratio in the league, so we both take care of the basketball. Of course, the Nuggets outscored us by 1 in bench points, and then in box scoring. Well, you know what? This is the thing. This is one thing that when you look at it. Box scoring, Chet, 32 minutes, 6 for 12, 1 for 4. And he should have shot that second 3 that he missed.
He should have shot that second 3. Yeah,
he missed it because he didn't take it at the top of the key, the exact same spot he had just made the previous one. Mm-hmm. He hesitated. 11 rebounds, 9 blocks for the unconventional triple-double. I think.
Did you see that block on Gordon, dude?
Oh, that was... But you know, Chet, big guys, they can block your dunk.
Yeah, but man, Gordon is probably the premier dunker in the league, don't you think?
One of them, yes.
Yeah, I mean he's not just a dunker; he's a
power dunker. But he got him.
Yeah.
He got him.
Man,
he got him. But Chet, I'm gonna say, 17-11 tonight. He 17-11-9. Chet was magnificent. Mm-hmm. I mean, magnificent. And
I was hoping for him to get I thought Jokic was taking that shot when he threw that alley-oop to Gordon. And I was like, oh, come on, get your 10th. But it was an alley-oop, not a shot.
Oh, yeah. Well, the same thing that J-Dub did the same thing to him. Or he came over, but same thing, backdoor cut. Same thing. Mm-hmm. But they moved so well without the basketball. Okay, J-Dub, 33 minutes, 11 for 20, 0 for 1 from 3. 1 rebound, 3 assists, 2 turnovers for 24 points. He played pretty good. He plays better when SGA is in the game with him and he defers, where he's not a primary guy. And lets SGA, because when SGA starts scoring, it allows him to be freer. It allows Chet to be freer. It allows our team to be freer. And SGA, 37 minutes, 9 for 20, 0 for 2 from 3, 7 for 8 from free throw line. 6 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 critical steal for 25 points. Josh Giddey, 15 minutes, 2 for 4 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds. Lou Dort, 26 minutes, 4 for 8, 2 for 3. Another good game, 2 games in a row for Lou. Lou.
You know, he played a little bit. I don't know.
4 for 8, 2 for 3 is a good night. I mean, he does have a couple possessions where he drives you crazy, but for the most part, I'm going to take 4 for 8, 2 for 3, 3 for 4.
I'll take it every night.
Okay, I'm going to take that. Jay Will, 22 minutes, 3 for 4, 3 for 4, 11 points, 4 rebounds, takes up a lot of space. Jang, 5 minutes, 0 for 1, 0 for 1 rebound. Like, why is he on the court?
Me and you scored as many points as he did, man.
But my thing is this: why is he on the court?
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't need it.
The announcers, Coach Dagnar talking about, well, he's really shown something in the G League. Wow, okay. And he came out and played great in the Jazz. We talked about that. But he cannot play in 50-50 games. You give away you're giving away points, you're giving away possessions, you're giving away stuff that it costs you that you have to make up at the end because of your lineups. It's just it's pathetic. It's ridiculous.
What happened when he first came in the game? Was it going on an 8-0 run?
Yep.
Something like that?
Immediately.
Yep.
He can't.
What I was surprised at, Matt, I really didn't like that substitution, and it was probably minute at the moment and probably didn't really mean a whole lot, but when Dort made that stupid foul, and then
Murray?
And then he comes in, Kaysen comes in right away. I was like, okay, he's going to take Dort out again. No, he takes shit out of the game.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
What are you doing?
I didn't like that.
I don't know.
I didn't like that either. But anyway.
Chet played great, and you just pull him off the floor.
Minutes, he's managing his minutes. Chet still got 32 minutes, which is about right for Chet. I don't want him going over 35. Kendricks Williams, 13 minutes, 1 for 4, 0 for 1, 2 points. Played decent. Isaiah Joe going to the basket, doing all kinds. I'm like, bro, stop. Don't try to make plays. You're not a playmaker. You're a shooter.
He did hit a few of those mid-range jumpers, though.
Yeah, but I'm talking about trying to make plays, Nathan. I'm talking about making plays. He turns the ball over and makes mistakes when he's trying to make a. Stop trying to make a play. Shoot the three, okay? Give a pump fake, shoot a mid-range. Don't try to go to the basket and make a pass and all, that. No, none of that. Don't try to take people off the dribble when it's contested. No, don't do that. Aaron Wiggins, 12 minutes, 2 for 2, 5. And Aaron Wiggins should have 17 or 20 minutes. Instead of those 5, you give to Jang.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just, there is under no world that we live in that Jang should play in front of Kendricks Williams, Aaron Wiggins, Kaysen Wallace, or Joe.
Nope.
Or Dort or Giddey. There's no planet you live on that he should be in the game instead of one of them in a 50-50 game. There's no planet you live on that should be okay.
Well, let's go ahead and say Bertans and Mitic, too. We shouldn't play in front of those guys either.
No, you can't. Not in those games. But he's determined to make him to try to. What he does is he's trying to hide him. Okay? Mm-hmm. He puts him on the floor in the first quarter because the first quarter doesn't necessarily determine an outcome of a game. But what it does is it limits those possessions that you have that come back to bite you at the end of the game. That's the part that he thinks he's getting away with, which he is against people who don't understand the game. Against those of us that understand the game, it's like you've just wasted 5 possessions.
Yeah, he's getting away with it because he's got one of the best players in the game.
In the league, that's correct.
Yes. He won't even talk.
And I promise you tonight, he won't talk about what SGA did. He won't. He'll talk about, what great game Chet did and what great game J-Dub had. That's what he's going to talk about tonight on his show. That's what he does.
And I found the spot for the 2 bigs to play together, and I did such a great job thinking that up. Whatever, dude. Yep.
And then, of course, in their 10 games that we talked about the first 5, the Thunder are halfway through at 3-1, and we thought they would be 2-2 at this particular point. None of us really expected them to get the game against the Nuggets, but that was a nice win. Then, of course, Monday night we have the Grizzlies at home, the start of a ridiculous homestand.
Dude, if they don't take care of business on Monday night, though, that basically
erases what you just did. Yes. And, of course, Ja comes back after Monday. He comes back that Thursday, so he's going to miss the game against us. Which, thank you, NBA, for that. Because they're going to be fired up for whoever they play. I think the Pelicans. He's going to be on fire for that game. Sitting 25 games, yeah, he's going to be on fire. But anyway, the Thunder have the Grizzlies Monday night. Then, of course, the 5-game next 5 are just those 4 home games in the morning. I mean, you have This 7 games. You start with the Nuggets at the Nuggets and end with the Nuggets at the Nuggets.
Yes.
It's
When you
but
add in the Kings the game before that, and that's
no, we don't play the Kings. Oh, you're talking
no,
about
I'm
right
saying
before that. Okay.
the
Yeah, you
before that.
start the last 8. You start with the Kings and end with the Nuggets.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Tough stretch, man.
Tough stretch. So I want to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, Collaborative Logic, for keeping us up and running. And even though we could not make it work, this sounds so much better now they took all that stuff off. We're back to normal on normal broadcast because we tried to add in to where we could do some stuff, but I'm glad it just didn't work. So thank those guys for the opportunity of trying. It didn't work. If you have any needs for computer software, network design, or websites, they can do all that for you. SRB, if you have any needs for engineering, surveying, or planning, they are love to be behind the scenes. You got to love Mark Long and what they do there at Smith Roberts Bosswater. And of course, YNB. Don't worry, I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing it, man.
I know
You
you're
go
not.
ahead.
YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. Equal housing lender, member of the FDIC, and proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses to do our live streams on location to promote them. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or you can go to the main bank and see our boy Nathan at 401M or the downtown Yukon, or YNB East, which is off the Parkway and 66 or 39th Expressway. YNB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road. YNB Parkway. I should save them for last because saying off Yukon Parkway and then 66 and then YNB Parkway is confused. I need to switch them up and put that at the end. And then YNB Peoples, which is in Bethany, 6201 Northwest 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. Go by and see our guys over there. And then Shelter Insurance, the Mark Pimpleton Agency, 4609 Southeast 29th Street, Dale City, America. You can contact them at 405-670-2424. They're open Monday through Thursday from 9 to 5, Fridays from 9 to 1, closed on the weekends on Saturdays and Sundays. Proudly serving the Middale area since 1982. And then DT Construction and Consulting, our guy Drew Henthorn. You can hit them up if you have any needs for remodeling, or if you're painting, whatever it is that you want to do to upgrade your house. They're all about it. They can do anything and everything. And if you need some sort of estimate, they can do that for you as well. If you want to even go in and everybody's flipping houses, hey, they can give you a quote on that. Contact them at 405-209-4051. That's 405-209-4051 or DT Construction 2015 at Outlook. Respectful, local, and loyal. Hit my guy Drew Henthorn up if you have any needs for that stuff. So, Nathan, in the first quarter or first half, I was a little worried about him. I mean, the first quarter we got outscored. We outscored them, I'm sorry, in the first quarter, 31-27. They came back and got us in the second quarter. I
think you had that backwards. I think we got outscored 31-27.
Yeah, I'm sorry, yes. And then came back and cut it. Outscored them in the second quarter. That's right, they outscored us by 4, and we outscored them by 2 in the second quarter. SGA missed his first free throw again.
I know.
That's not a good sign. It's not a good sign.
I didn't even look at it. I was like, oh, he'll make it.
Yeah, I did the same thing. And, when he does that, he struggles. And by that, you say he was 9 for 20, which for a lot of people, that's really good. The majority of people, that's really a good night. Considering he started 2 for 8.
Oh, man. 2 for 8, so that means he went, 7 for 12?
7 for 12 in the second half, yes. Scored 11 points in the fourth quarter, which is what he does. But once again, if you put him in there at 8 minutes to go, okay? 8 minutes to go, not 5 minutes, not 6 minutes. Get him off the bench at 8 minutes. So by the time he gets in, there's 7 minutes. Instead of putting him off the bench at 6 minutes. It's like I saw him in the second quarter. They're making a run. And they bring in, where's it at? I got it here. They're making a run, and we're going back and forth. And they bring in Jokic and Porter. So SJ gets up. The coach sits him back down and puts in J. Will.
So painful to watch, man.
I'm just going, what? What? It's 7 minutes and 20 seconds to go. They do that, and you put in J. Will and keep him on the bench for 2 minutes. I just, in 50-50 games, SG has to play 38 to 40 minutes. He needs to be in the game at the 7-minute mark of the fourth quarter and the second quarter, without question. 7-8 minute mark, without question, against 50-50 games. And the rest of them, if you want to sit him till 5 minutes in the second quarter and then put him in there with 6 minutes, 7 minutes in the fourth quarter, fine. But in 50-50 games, he needs to be in with 7. When they bring in their best player, you get your best player. Mike Malone, soon as he saw SJ get up, he immediately didn't hesitate, put in Jokic and Murray. Didn't even hesitate. And then, of course, he ends up putting in, he had Dort up there, then there was a timeout, I believe. And then, of course, we texted, where's Chet? And then he ends up sticking Chet, Dort, and SJ in the game. I'm like, dude, learn. This is an NBA champion coach.
Yep.
Like I've said many times, anytime any coach sees the best player on the opposite team gets in, they put in their best player immediately to counteract. The Thunder doesn't do that because he's a G League coach who is a minutes manager who is trying to develop talent. And we're already developed. The only person we're trying to develop we should be is Kaysen. And he's doing okay. Okay? Jang and Waters, dude, y'all next year. You get your shot next year.
No,
but I'm saying this. Well, you know what I mean?
I know. Yeah, I know.
We ain't trying to develop you right now. We're trying to win. And depending on who we draft, because we have, 4 draft picks?
3?
No, we have 3. We have 3 first-round picks and, 4, 5 second-round picks or whatever we got. So we could move way up to get somebody, and then all of a sudden now you got somebody else to go with Kaysen, and you develop him.
Not to mention the 37 future second-round picks.
Well, but I'm talking about next year.
Yeah, no.
I'm talking about developing one player a year. Find you one guy that you can develop the next year. Then that means that SGA, Josh, and J-Dub, and Chet, they've all played together for 2 years.
Dude, I don't think one of them,
Josh
or Dort, one of those is going to be on the team next year.
I think you may be right.
I don't know which one, but I mean, because one game I'll go, okay, he needs to go, and then the next game I'll go, okay, never mind, he needs to go.
Well, my deal is this with Dort. I just want me a coach that makes him do what he does. I need you to shoot a 3 when you're open. I need you to shoot 4 or 5 threes a game max. I don't need
well,
you
here's the thing, though, too, Matt. I mean, make him shoot the threes from his spot, not from all over the floor.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like on that wide open corner 3, he's not a bad shooter.
No.
On that, sometimes on the wing, he's not that bad of a shooter.
Yeah, but from the left wing or the right. No, see, he's from the right wing, not from the left wing, because he popped.
Right.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
that's why it's from the left corner, and then the right wing.
I mean, if I had to pick right now, I would pick Dort because I feel like he contributes more.
Well, Dort gets you on the defensive end.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he gives you.
But when Josh is aggressive, Josh gives us something that Dort can't.
Yeah, but that's the problem, though. He's not. I mean, 1 out of 10 games. I mean, he's not.
Well,
he's not.
No, Nathan, you're way too hard on Josh. You're way too hard on Josh. Way too hard. And Josh, the problem with Josh right now, you can't judge Josh because of what he's going through. Okay.
I get it.
So you can't really judge him right now. He's mentally he's probably 70% there. You can't judge him right now. No way.
You know what, Matt? Though I've always been a big, doubter on him. Not just this year. I don't know. I just don't see it. I mean, he's a sieve on the defensive end. He can't shoot. He's a great passer.
Okay, he's a better shooter now than he was last year.
No,
yes.
Right now he's not. No,
Nathan, quit judging him for now. You can't judge Josh right now. That is wrong on 1,000 levels.
Okay, well hold on. Before that story broke was Thanksgiving. He'd had 10 games? 10 games?
Yeah.
11 games. His percentage was in the toilet, man.
But you gotta remember though, I think the story broke, but he knew about it before that. The Thunder knew about that before. Because they didn't do anything. They didn't hold him out of practice. They didn't do anything.
Okay.
So I think they
I'll
were
give him. I'll
aware.
give
I
him some
think they were
time.
aware that this was going to happen. I think
I'll,
2 or 3 games before it actually broke, I think they were aware of it. I think he was too,
I'll,
because he
I'll
was
give him
playing
some
good.
time.
He was playing good those first 5, 6, 7, 8 games, and then right there, right before and during, since then, he hasn't played well.
Yeah, I'll give
And
him
he was
some
playing
time.
pretty good.
But
And I'm just
I
saying,
just,
Josh, when Josh is aggressive, like I said, him and SGA together, you can have SGA off the floor with Josh is in the game, and Josh is mentally aggressive, but Josh is sometimes aggressive and sometimes not. Okay,
yeah, I'm
now
going to tell you, if he had the killer instinct that Chet did, man, he would be.
yeah, but
Whew.
what I'm saying is he did at the end of last year, and then this year I think the Thunder have made the effort to promote Chet and J Dub. Because when you look on social media, and that's why when I told you that NBA, that ESPN article, and it was talking about Chet and Wembanyama, why Chet got moved down was because they were saying Chet is really good on Instagram because the Thunder are promoting him on Instagram every 5 minutes. Look at what Chet's doing. So that's what they're saying. They're going, but the numbers not saying what the Thunder are trying to say. And then once again, what did the Thunder put out? The beginning of the deal today, they had J Dub. Then they had Wiggins, blah, blah, blah. Then they had J Dub at the end of this little picture soiree. I'm like, okay, once again, we're going to promote the SGA. Okay, that's what we're doing. We're promoting him
Yeah.
for MVP, and we're promoting Chet for Rookie of the Year. Since the Thunder won't do it, we're going to do it. Okay,
Well, yeah,
clearly
and
they're not doing
the
it, but we're
fans,
going to do that. We get
the
it. We
fans, the
no the
fans are
fans.
starting to get it too.
The fans
They
are
get it.
every time SGA is in the and I'll tell you what, tonight if they were in Oklahoma City, the fans would be going nuts.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because
I
no
mean,
matter what they try to do, I don't know what their problem is. Your closer is SGA, without question.
mm-hmm.
Okay, now who knew he was going to not shoot past the ball at the end of the game?
Everybody.
Everybody. Okay? He got to
Yep.
his spot, which is what he does, and he knocked down the shot. I mean,
Yep.
I don't, they were like, he's not calling a timeout. Why the hell would you call a timeout with 7 seconds left and you got the ball in your best player's hands?
Yep. Nope.
You
Doesn't make
look like
sense.
an idiot to let them now set up a defense and try to get the ball in, which is not a
Mm-hmm.
guarantee. And they
Yep.
can set their defense and make changes. Why would you do that? You let the
Well,
game play.
it's like the game that I don't remember which one it was where he took that bad three because they didn't. I mean, he didn't
Yeah,
have enough time to make
because
the
it
three.
took a time out. Just let
Yep.
at the end of the games when stuff like that, you don't call a timeout, you just let it go.
Yes,
And you
sir.
win or lose. But everybody in the gym expected him to shoot the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Because you see
Yeah.
everybody cleared out. Nobody was trying to set a screen. Why bring him defensive order? Spread out and let him do what he
Mm-hmm.
does.
Yep.
Let him do what he does. And he's the best. He and De'Aaron Fox are the best one-on-one closers in the game. They were
Yep.
all of last year, and they are continuing this year. Now, I will say
Yeah.
when Steph Curry had the
Here's
ball
Fox.
I'll say when Steph had the ball in his hands against us,
Oh,
I was
oh,
extremely nervous.
oh, for sure. For sure.
Extremely nervous. But I will say this. We're talking about halftime. So we're going to throw up the halftime box score right here. At halftime, here were the stats. Holmgren, 15 minutes, 2 for 6, 0 for 2 for 5 points.
I don't.
J Dub, 3 for 7 with 8 points. SGA, 3 for 9.
Ooh.
So he ended up, 6 out of his last 11? Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think he didn't miss in the fourth quarter. I don't think he missed in the fourth quarter.
No, I was
I don't
going to
think he
say
missed.
a lot of those were in the third quarter. A
Yeah,
lot of
I
those
don't think he
listed.
missed in the fourth quarter. This is halftime. Lou Dort, 11 minutes. He was 2 for 5, 1 for 2 for 7 points. J Will, your boy, Drew's boy, was 3 for 4, 3 for 4. So he did not take a shot. You're right in the second half. Did not take a shot in the second half. But I think he
He
was
should.
I think he was worn down. Those 11 minutes beating up
Oh,
Jokic, just pounding him.
Jokic
Jokic pounding each other.
killing him, man. Oh my God.
Yeah, just pounding.
But if he didn't have him in the game, we don't win that game.
No,
I
you
mean,
have you
because
have to play. You called it a long time ago. They've got to play together.
got to play together.
They got to play together. You called that a long time ago. They've got to play together. And by the way,
Chet plays
guys,
so much better on the offside.
yeah, yes, yeah, yes. And by the way, guys, you can check us out if you want to. Go to YouTube, search After the Storm dash OKC Thunder. Please subscribe, like, hit notifications. Same thing with the Unpopular Hour with Matt Clark. Just do the Unpopular Hour, Matt Clark. It'll pop up. Subscribe, like, hit notification. Or you can go to our website, www.mcsportsnetwork.com. And, of course, you can see any of the episodes. If you missed any of them, you can do that. If you don't know how to go to YouTube and sign in and all that, you can go to MC Sports Network and do it that way if you want to. If you want. It doesn't matter to us, but, prefer you go to YouTube if you can. But anyway, Nathan, go ahead and finish your thought.
Oh yeah, Chet is so much more effective when he's able to roam and I mean we called it this summer. I mean it's the Perkins Ibaka effect.
Yep.
I mean he's so much more talented when you allow him to roam around on the offside or on the help side.
Yep.
So I don't know how he doesn't see that.
I don't either. I don't know what they're looking at. But like I said, they're like, I don't understand him because he's like, understanding the mind of a serial killer. Something. I don't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't understand that kind of thinking. I don't understand. Let me build up players. Because when I was coaching, I would tell my parents, when I got them early, I said, this is what's going to happen. We're going to get killed early because we're not able to run what I want us to do. But we're going to stick with it. And in 2 years, once they get physically able to do it, then we're going to beat everybody from 7th to 8th grade and 8th grade to 9th grade. We'll catch up and beat everybody who beat us, and we did, except one team, because we got a chance to beat them. The referee called, cheated us out the game. Yes, she did. I'm not going to, her, cheated us. Well, when your man gets hits in the private parts right in front of her, and you go, are you kidding me? She goes, oh, he's okay. He looks okay to me. And then you go down, and I'm screaming at her, and she doesn't even cross half court and calls an and one on the other end when you're down one. With 6 seconds to go in the game. Game's over. Man. You lose. Yeah. And that coach never played us again. And the first time they beat us 60 points, Nathan. 2.5 years earlier. They beat us 60 2.5 years earlier. Whew. And I told the boys after that, I said, don't worry about it. We will get them in 2 years. When y'all are 8th grade, either 7th and the 8th or 8th and the 9th, we'll catch them. The next year, they beat us by 40. 7th grade going into 8th grade, they beat us by 20. 8th grade going into 9th grade, the first time they beat us, they poked my best three-point shooter was 4 for 4 from 3. We're up 5. They poke him in the eye. Can't see, so now you know what happened, right? We end up losing by 12, I think, okay? Then we come back the last time we played them, and we came all the way back, and we got the offensive rebound. He gets hit in the private parts. She doesn't call it. He's on the floor. They go down. She calls an and one, not even crossing half court. On our guy backing out the way, didn't even touch him. And the other referee looked at me like, she called it. Like, she called that. He's down underneath the goal. And he looked at me like, she called that. And of course, I go off, get a T, of course, shocking. The game's over anyway. It doesn't matter.
Not you, Matt. Not you.
Well, the game's over. Well, the game was over. You know what I'm saying? The game's over. So I went ahead and got a tech. So anyway, it's funny. But I will say,
money's worth now.
I'll say this, though. We're at the point now where I understood when our team was where my team was. That's the analogy I was trying to make. When we were 5th grade, 6th grade, trying to get better, I coached us differently than we're in the 7th and 8th grade. Once we were ready to make that jump, I'm like, okay, now you guys can do everything. Now we're going to change up and start doing it this way. Now y'all can do that. Now I can add this other piece so they can take us to the next level, which that was the piece they needed, but they weren't ready at that point. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. And the Thunder are now at that point for him to add the next piece or add the next step, and he's still over here trying to develop Jang and Waters and all this other stuff. Now, with Kaysen, let's face it, he caught on like J-Dub last year. They caught on just like that. Okay?
He just
They caught on just like he's doing just like J-Dub. Okay? Caught on and just boom, he blends in. So naturally, we've talked about, you can't play more than 9 or 10 guys.
Mm-mm.
And you're a bigger fan of K. Rich than I am, because
Dude,
because I'd rather have Wiggins or J. Will on the court than him.
I like K. Rich, but he just I don't know what's up with his shooting this year, man. He's
Yeah,
not shooting
I
well.
know, but what I'm saying is, to me, I'd rather have Aaron Wiggins or J. Will on the court.
Oh, I
Because to
agree,
me,
100%.
our five, this is a guy that got SGA, Josh, J Dub, Chet, Dort, Joe, Kaysen, Wiggins, and J Will. That's my 9. And then K Rich 10.
Yeah.
You shouldn't play anybody other than them. And if anybody should play 9 minutes or 8 minutes or whatever, that needs to be K Rich. 2 minutes, 3 minutes here, 2, 3 minutes here, 2, 3 minutes there. That's where he should play. But the rest of the minutes should go 30-something minutes for your starters, or high 20s if Kaysen is not. If Kaysen's playing well and Dort and Josh aren't, then you get Kaysen and Wiggins those minutes, or Joe. And if Joe's not hitting threes, then that means Wiggins gets those minutes, because if he's not making threes, he doesn't do me any good because he hurts me defensively.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he did have a nice play on a defensive slap or hands when he got his hands on the ball, it was a nice play.
Yeah, dude, he got. Oh my God, he got a bull rush.
Oh,
By Jokic.
and got elbowed by Gordon.
No, I'm so glad they used their stupid review on that one.
Well, yeah, that was dumb. That was in the second quarter. That was or first quarter. Like,
that was stupid.
And that wasn't even close. I'm like, why are you using it right now?
I'm glad they did, though, because they could have probably used it later and got it.
Well, Braun did foul. He did foul SGA on that one. It looked like he got him late on the wrist. And of course, the Thunder Valleys did not replay it so we could really see it. They showed it one time. I'm like, we're at home. They can't replay it. Let's watch it again. They gave us one look, and it's like, okay. I'm like, all right, well, I guess we don't get to see that play again. So that was a little frustrating for me about it. But takeaway is the Thunder took care of business tonight, 118-117. And the NBA standings, this is what I have right now. I don't know if the numbers are correct. But
you want me to update you?
no. I mean, I'm just talking about, I don't know if the games back is done, because I don't know if they've done it yet, because the games have to be over before they update. And at my last check, the Kings were beating the Jazz by 20 in the third quarter, and I don't think they came back from that, did they?
Dude, no. Keegan Murray was off tonight. Holy man, he went. Let me get his box score. He had like, let's see here. Keegan Murray had 47 points. He was 12 of 15 from 3. Holy Moses. Yeah, Kings won that game by 20.
Yeah. So I've got those updated. I've got the Mavs winning, and I had the Warriors winning and the T-Wolves winning. So my deal is pretty much up to date, but I don't know as far as standings, if they've updated the standings. I don't know if they did those yet.
You want me to run you down the top 8 right quick, or top 10? The updated one?
Yeah, well, right now I have the T-Wolves at 19-5, the Thunder at 16-8, the Nuggets at 17-10, the Mavs at 16-9, and then the Kings at 14-9. Those are my top 5 that I have, but I don't know what they have games back.
Yeah. Houston 15, or I'm sorry, Sacramento 15-9, and then Houston 13-9 in the 6th spot, 7th spot.
Oh, the Kings are 15-9.
Yeah, 15-9 because they won tonight. And then in the 7th spot, Clippers 14-10, 8th spot, Lakers 15-11, 9th spot, Pelicans 15-11, and 10th spot.
So the Lakers lost tonight then, or last night?
Let's see. Let me check.
Oh, they lost last night. They lost last night.
Yeah, to the Spurs. That's right.
They lost to the Spurs.
Yeah, broke the 19-game losing streak.
Now the Clippers won tonight?
Tonight, I don't know if they played yet. Let's see. Clippers, the end of the third, they're up by 16 on the Knicks.
Yeah. So they'll win that game. So anyway, you've got the Mavericks. What do you have the order? What is it? The Wolves? What is it?
It is Wolves, Thunder.
Okay, but what is 19-5? Excuse me. Thunder 16-8 are number 2, right?
Yep.
And
3 games back in the
2 games?
3 games.
3 games back. I have that right. Then I have the Nuggets at 17 and 10.
Dallas is actually percentage points ahead, 16 and 9.
Okay.
And then
Are they 3.5
Denver
back though? Still, aren't they?
Yes, 3.5 back. That's correct. They're both 3.5 back. One of them just got one less loss and one less win.
Okay.
And then Sacramento's 4 games back. Houston's 5 games back. Clippers, they could be 4 games or 5 games back, depending on what happens tonight. Lakers 5 games back. Pelicans 5 games back, and Phoenix 6.5 games back.
And the Kings are 15 and 9, right?
Yep, 15 and 9. 4 games back.
Right, and then the Lakers.
15 and 11, 5 games back.
And then who's 6? The Rockets.
The Clippers.
The Clippers are the Clippers are 5.5 back. I would assume because they're going to win, so they're still 5.5 back.
Well, actually, everybody from 6 to 9 is 5 games back because of percentage points, just difference.
The Rockets are 12 and 9. Pelicans 14 and 11.
13 and 9. Rockets are 13 and 9.
Oh, they won. So their winners are 5 in a row.
Yep, that's right. 5 in a row. We need them to start playing bad.
Yeah, we do.
Because we got their pick.
Yeah, they're playing good.
Yeah, the Clippers and Houston, we need one of them to not make the playoffs, so we have a lottery spot. Preferably the Clippers because it's unprotected.
Well, the Clippers are not going. That's not going to matter. We're not.
Well, we can hope that they
don't even think that. That's not happening.
Well, we can hope they get to the play-in and get beat, right? Like they did a couple years ago.
Yeah, but I'm not going to count on that.
I mean, I'm going to tell you what, man. If Paul George, if they get to the play-in and Paul George gets hurt again and then they lose, man.
Yeah.
The gift just keeps on giving, man.
Yep. So the Mavs are 1 game back behind us, and we have the tiebreaker, of course.
They're a half game back.
I mean, a half game. I'm sorry. Yeah, because we have the law. Well, there should be a full game back because they're 16 and 9.
Well, we played. They played one more game than we have.
Oh yeah, that's right. And we have one. That's right. The 16. That's a half point. You're right. But we have the tiebreaker against them. Fortunately.
Mm-hmm.
What a great game that was. I'm going to tell you what, Luka, dude, he was unbelievable that night. He was unbelievable,
good, man. Yeah, he's good.
I mean, 36, 15, and 18. I'm just like, wow. But the difference is we were double teaming him, and their players would execute. They were doing the exact same thing to SGA, and he didn't have Josh in the middle.
Nope. Yep, they weren't. SGA wasn't executing out of the double team. And
no, he was passing the ball. The problem is nobody was doing anything with it. That's how they went on a 30-year run.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, they were backing him out because the problem is if you don't have, they were using 2 bigs coming at him. So if it was little guys, he would be able to split the double team. But because you got bigs like that, he's like backing up and then hitting them, and he's backing them out so that we can get the spacing in order to go a 4-on-3 break or 4-on-3 deal. But you got to have the right guy running the 4-on-3, which is Josh. That's the deal. You got to have Josh doing that. You can't have Jay Will in there. You can't have Chet. You can't have J-Dub. You have to have Josh. He is the smartest distributor of the basketball behind SGA that you trust with the pass to making the right decision. You don't trust J-Dub. You don't trust Chet. You don't trust J. Will. You don't trust Isaiah Joe. You dang sure don't trust Jang, which they had in the Kings game. Double 10 to get the ball to Jang at the free throw line? What are you talking about? He can't make the right decision. This ain't the G League. Unbelievable. But anyway, great win by the Thunder tonight. What is your takeaway?
SJ's the man, and Chet's Robin. Other than that, J-Dub just continues to be inconsistent. Josh need to get his head right, and other than that, man, J. Will and Chet playing together, we could call it. Needs to happen every game.
Yeah, those two together need to play together.
Yep.
It's just
if you have SGA, either Kaysen or Dort, either one. I prefer Kaysen, but I understand why you put Dort in some spot.
Yes.
And then J-Dub or Wiggins, and those two, Chet and Jay Will.
Yep.
That's a pretty good. That's
Yep.
a pretty good at 7-8 guys right
Yep.
there, man.
Yep. And it's just, once again, we're winning in spite of the coach, not because of, once again.
Yep.
And,
We
I
lost
know,
to
and I know,
tonight,
and,
we won
and Nathan, I know people get on us about it, but I'm just like, guys, pay attention. Pay attention. All you got to do is look and realize this guy is not putting us in the right positions to win games. He's just not, because of his lineups. I mean, all you got to do is, to me, when SGA got up in the second quarter, and this is the second or third time this has happened, he recognizes what's happening. So he's getting up off the bench, and the coach sits him down, and he puts in a Jay Will or a Dort or an Isaiah Joe instead of him. What the hell are you doing? Because it's not his decision to put you in the game. You're not going to show me up by getting off the bench and coming in the game. I'm going to tell you when to get in the game. That's all that is.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is.
Yep.
I mean, that's all it is, because SGA is recognizing what's happening. He's like, okay, you getting ready to put me in? Wait, you're not? He's assuming the coach is understanding what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
And he doesn't get it. He's mad. Oh, no, I didn't tell you to get up yet. And that's what happened with Donovan and KD. When Billy Donovan pulled KD out of the game that time, KD looked at him like, what? And put his hand up to him. And I said, that dude's gone. He don't respect that. Donovan has no respect for him whatsoever. Zero. Because he doesn't know what he's doing. And this is the third time that SJ has got up the bench because he realizes what's happening. He realizes the floor of the game, what's happening, and he's getting up to make the difference, and the coach sits him down. Third time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, dude, what? And I'm sitting there screaming like, okay, good. What? You put in Jay. I mean, what are you doing? And what does Mike Malone do?
Yeah.
Oh, SJ in the game? Oh, hell no. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, yeah, no. We ain't doing this. That's what we do to you. You ain't going to do it to us because we get it. Every smart coach knows they take advantage of the Thunder. They take advantage of this guy because they get it that he is a minutes manager. So they take advantage of him all the time.
Mm-hmm.
They take advantage of him because of they know they're going to get 2 to 3 minutes where they're going to have the matchup is theirs. They get that. But he is determined because of the way his philosophy and how he is determined to do things his way. Well, against coaches, they're going to outcoach you every time. He gives away 10 possessions a game.
Yeah, if you notice, I mean, last two games are a perfect example. Beginning of the second, fourth quarter, you talked about it all year long. I mean, we go 5 minutes without scoring worth of crap, and it's just
it's like the fourth quarter. You take a Kaysen out in 30, 50 seconds.
Yeah, and put Joe in.
I'm like, what are you doing? And they immediately attack us. I'm like, what are you doing? He doesn't have a feel for the game, bro. He really doesn't. He really doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a takeaway for tonight?
Man, MVP. That's all I got to say. MVP.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
and I will say this, and Chet, rookie of the year. Dude, he was – now Wemby is on another level playing right now, doing what he's doing in double-doubles.
The other night. Woo.
He is – now, he is a unicorn, okay?
Yeah.
He is a unicorn. Chet is not. That's what a unicorn is. That ain't Chet.
No, Chet is a really solid player.
Chet is a very solid player. He's a great piece to the Thunder, is what Chet is. But has he done better than what I thought he was going to do? 100%. But he's a piece.
For sure. Well, he's turning into what we hoped he would be.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. He's turned into what I hope to make me say that word. Yeah. He's turned into that. So I'm very, like I said, if I'm wrong about him, I'm okay with that because that means that he's playing really well and we're winning. And I don't have any problem being wrong about him. Zero.
And unfortunately, I think, because of the coach and also the way Embiid is playing this year, I just don't think he's going to get there, man. SGA, I mean.
Well, no, because but the thing is this, Embiid is.
Oh, man, that dude. Oof.
What has he got? 9 games straight with 30 and 10?
Yeah, dude, he had 30 and 10 in the first half the other night. Did you see that?
Yes. He's just.
Oh, man.
But that's the difference. You get a different coach. And you got rid of Harden, and you allow Tyrese Maxey to go to the next level, okay? But I still think they're missing a piece.
Yeah, they're not going to. They probably won't get Boston.
They're missing a piece. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
Boston's
by
pretty
Boston
good.
adding who they added, okay, Drew Holiday, by them adding him, getting rid of Marcus Smart, getting a guy who can still play defense but still score,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Well,
that allowed Dana White to really go to the nobody level. So I mean, here's a guy you come out of G League, he's a role player, and then he's just flourished under their system.
Mm-hmm.
And you could allow, because of his scoring ability, it allowed you to get rid of Marcus. But Dana White without Drew Holiday wasn't going to work because he's not physically able to handle somebody defensively. So that's what happened with that. That's why I say the Thunder get the right coach, this team will go through the roof. If you change up and get a guy who's not a minutes manager and who understands and not giving away possessions by playing the wrong lineups.
There is that guy that Presti will be comfortable with because we all know it's the puppet master, man.
No, but the whole thing is this, that's okay. But get me a guy who understands X's and O's, understands putting players in the right position. That's what I'm talking about. That's all I'm talking about. Give me a guy who understands going, okay, here's the guy, you're number 1, you're number 2, you're number 3, you're number 4, you're number 5. I need you to play defense. I need you to be off ball. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I need everything to go through this guy. This is what we're doing. We're not built. We're going through this guy right here. Because the problem with Daigneault is everybody on the team except him and J-Dub understands what's happening. Those are the only two who don't get it. And J-Dub is slowly starting to get it. But once again, what did he do? Go flying down there and do something, throw the ball away, end of a quarter, once again.
Yep.
End of a quarter, once again.
I know he's not doing real well right now, but how do you feel about Monty Williams?
I like Monty, but I don't know if he would be the answer. And he's way too expensive. We're not getting $12 million.
No. I was just curious on how.
I like him, but this is what I think. You need somebody like an Udoka. You need somebody like a Missoula. You need somebody like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, who I would love to have is my boy Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Can you imagine what he would do with this team? My goodness.
Man.
If you gave Spoelstra this team,
yeah.
I promise you, I promise you, Jay Will and Chet would be playing together a lot. I can promise you that. He'd recognize that immediately. Okay, let's get these two in. Chet, you're a 4. You're not a 5. I'm going to play him a little bit more. Then they're going to get another 5 that they can take out and not put Chet at the 5. We're trying to do the SGA Joe, Wiggins, Isaiah Joe lineup. SGA Kaysen, Wiggins, Isaiah Joe, and then put Chet in the 5 in that situation. Not against a guy who's going to dominate it, but against the backup center.
Sure, yeah.
And you keep Jay Will against the main starter.
You put Presti and Spoelstra together. Oh man, that's dynasty right there.
Yeah, but I can tell you this: Pat Riley ain't letting Spoelstra go. That ain't happening.
No.
He ain't. And on top of that, I'm not sure if I'm gonna leave Miami for Oklahoma City.
No. I mean, maybe just for a new challenge.
I'm not. Pretty sure I'm not leaving Miami for that. Yeah.
No.
I keep the challenge right where I'm at. I'm not. I like.
But we just need to find a guy like that.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Somebody like those guys, or a Quinn Snyder at Atlanta, or because the coach at this Jazz now that took over for Snyder, he reminds me of Daigneault.
What's his name?
Will something or other.
Will, yeah.
Anyway, he reminds me a lot of Daigneault. In the way he coaches, and I think he's really good as a G League or as a building because they're in rebuild mode.
Why is Taylor Hendricks not playing more? Goodness, he's not playing at all.
Well, he plays, just not a lot.
Barely.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish he was at the Thunder.
I'd like to have him instead of Jang. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, if he's in there, I'd rather have him in there than Wiggins or K. Rich or him because he can play that he's long. He's a Gordon or Michael Porter Jr. He's very long. He's athletic.
Yeah.
He's not quite Gordon because he didn't have the body. Because Gordon went to
No,
the next.
but
Gordon went to the next level. Excuse me. Once he
Under Mike
gained
Malone.
weight. Once he gained weight.
Mhm.
When he got out of
Yeah,
when he
that-
got out of Orlando and got to Denver, he gained what 20 pounds of muscle, 15 pounds of
Yeah.
muscle, and he's been
Oh,
an
man.
unstoppable force ever since. But anyway, I'm gonna give my game ball tonight to Chet. He was magnificent tonight. I think he made huge plays. And then, of course, on our text chain, you were like, SJ needs to take over, and clearly he must have heard you because he did. With what he have 6 out of our last
I need to-
8 points, or 8 out of our
Speaking
last
of
10
that,
points.
I need to watch my text, man. I got a little excited and realized my boss was on that text chain. Did you see
Yeah.
the last text I sent out? Yeah, I need to probably watch that.
Yeah, you probably need to watch that. Even though he doesn't care, he's the biggest fan of you are. And he and I'll discuss that Monday at the Thunder game. So we'll talk about that, I'm sure.
Sure.
Anyway,
Did you see his response? Did you see his response to it? Like, I forget what it was, but it was like,
no,
oh,
because I was
okay.
sitting there. That's why you're sitting there sending on. I said, dude, stop. I'm trying to do the stats. And you're binging. I'm like, bro, stop. I'm trying to do the stats. And you're binging every 2 seconds. I'm like, bro.
No, his text back after that was capital, all right.
Yeah, all right. Well, I saw that. But I'm just like, dude, stop texting. Stop. I'm trying to do it's banging. I'm trying to put in halftime stats. And I'm like, Nathan, stop texting.
Did you see Drew's response?
Yeah.
I'm positive, Drew. I'm positive I don't.
I know, bro, but I'm just like, God dang, man, you need to chill, bro. Where are
Yeah,
we? Because you probably text 5 or 6 times to every one of us. It's not
Yeah, I
that
know.
you're texting stuff that's like, why are you texting that? We see. It's like you're on a text with people who don't know what's going on. We're like, okay,
Well,
yeah, that's true.
and my defense, 99 times out of 100, I am.
I understand that, but with our group, we're like, yeah, you don't state the obvious. Tell us something that, yeah, we know.
Oh, dude, I was doing the silent fist pump for about 10 times in a row right after he hit that shot.
I did too. I jumped up. I ain't gonna lie.
And you know the sad part is, dude,
I
I'm gonna tell you this. I predicted it because, and I'm not saying I really did, but I literally before that when they called that timeout, right after Murray hit that shot,
Yeah.
I put my phone on the chair next to me because I knew I was gonna jump up.
Well, they went to J-Dub, of course, and he came through for once.
For once, yeah, for once.
But once again, he was allowed, and he got lucky on that. That shot was a number 8 on difficulty out of 10. That was a tough shot he made.
Yes, it was.
But once again, great defense by us.
Mm-hmm.
To get the ball back. And then, of course, Isaiah Joe with a nice hand on his ball on the rebound, on the long rebound, tipping it to SGA. And then almost kicked the ball away from SGA, falling down. I don't know if you saw that.
Maximum effort by him, though.
Yeah, but
wow.
It was, he was trying to get his hand on the ball, and he almost knocked the ball away from SGA underneath their basket.
I know, I saw that.
Yeah, but anyway, my takeaway is great job by Chet. My game ball goes to the big fella. He was fantastic tonight. He kept us in the game when SJ was struggling, and that he came up with some huge blocks. And want to take my hat off to him. And then, of course, the MVP, the closer that we needed him to be. He was just a monster tonight doing what he does in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the MVP. And then, of course, to me, Rookie of the Year, Wemby and him, I think they should be co-rookies of the year, dude. They're both playing great. To me, I don't know. I just think you just say, look, you know what? It's kind of like when Lester Earl and Kobe Bryant went at a slam dunk contest in high school. Everybody just said, okay, it's just a tie. It's just y'all are ridiculous. Okay, it's a tie. It was a tie.
Hey, throw a little nugget out there. Do you think? I noticed this a little bit the other night. Like, you think Wemby's starting to not trust his teammates?
They don't pass him the ball, bro.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, you think he's getting unhappy already? Because,
I don't know. I think he understands. He's a rookie, and he got to earn. This is the league. You got to earn your stripes.
Well, yeah. The other night though, he just got mad and stopped passing the ball and started hitting shots from everywhere.
Well, he just took over the game. That's called taking over the game. That's called taking the game over. That's what SGA does. He just says, like, the Golden State overtime, I'm not giving the coach no chance to call plays. I'm just taking the game over and doing whatever the hell I want. That's what he did.
Yep.
That's what he did.
Yep.
Just took it over, and he can do that. So, that being said, thanks, brother. Appreciate you. That was my guy, Nathan Taylor of YNB, giving his insight on the Thunder game tonight. And want to appreciate you guys for staying up and watching us. Thunder, of course, taking care of business 118 to 117. SGA with the killer shot that he is. He is the closer. He is the closer. One of the top 2 closers in the NBA without question, and has been for a couple years. He is the dude. That being said, everybody have a fantastic night.